Hey viewers, welcome to another game as the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a kind of special game because we have two Riot employees in this matchup. This was sent to me by Gragas, and Ashe and Nocturne both are Riot employees, as you can clearly see from the names. The Riot, name tag is reserved for Riot employees only. So we are going to watch how good they are at this game that they make themselves. So this is of course a ranked game, and yeah, we will have to see how this goes. To be honest, I have no idea. We will have to just wait what happens. So yeah, I'm assuming they aren't as good as normal players are. Let's call it normal players, because yeah, just because you program a game or create a game doesn't mean that you can play it, and that's a mistake that a lot of people seem to make, thinking that Riot employees are actually good players. But I guess this game will kind of prove that one way or another. Well, not prove that, but demonstrate the whether or not they are good. And of course, you can never see whether someone is good just from that one game, but still. So an invasion going on in this early game, and yeah, nothing is going to come out of that. Yeah, they didn't want to go for a Mumu apparently, and yeah, of course the enemy team now going for this this enemy blue. So in some trouble here, but fortunately they have some people coming in, and no, it's not going to be a first blood on Katarina there. Katarina is going to run out. They should know where she is if they paid attention to how many people were there, and well, apparently they didn't, because Katarina gets to just recall and she will be fine. But that was a close call on her part. She had to use her her flash and, well, get a little lucky to get out of there. So Nocturne going to grab this this blue buff, missing his smite there. That's pretty cute. I don't expect that at 1700 ELO. I'm sorry, but actually he is the highest ELO in this game, so he's probably even higher. And yeah, as I said, I don't expect people to miss their smite at that level. But yeah, he's up against a Mumu jungle, so no invisibility or anything like that. So the chance of a Mumu stealing that would be very small. So it doesn't really matter whether or not they got it. So top lane already in a little bit of a scuffle here. And Warwick versus Darius, that should be an interesting matchup. Warwick should come out on top there. He has a lot more sustain. But for now, Darius was doing very well, and actually almost got the kill there. Could not finish it off though. So this mid lane, Gragas versus Katarina. Yeah, I would say early game Gragas, late game, to be honest, that is to be determined. It depends on the ganks. If there are a couple of good ganks coming in, it can go either way. And yeah, the junglers, Nocturne, of course, a very excellent jungler, has that the fear, also has the ultimate, which is of course excellent for, well, ganking in general, but also for getting people behind turrets and such, as long as you have vision on them. Yeah, you don't have to walk all the way through the turret to get to someone with that ultimate. And of course it's very hard to ward against that, to ward against yeah, a Nocturne, because Nocturne is so good at evading those wards. Anyhow, yeah, bottom lane is currently being pushed by our red team here. Kind of a little bit too much pushing going on, even though the green team is just last hitting. The red team probably, well, the Ashe probably landed some volleys in there, and that's why it's pushing. Well, Kog'Maw of course has much better skills for not pushing the lane in that regard. And Ashe will just have to do with what she's given. So at least they do stay clear of the Nunu harass, but yeah, I don't think they have much trouble with evading that, since there's a ward over here and they can see whatever Nunu is doing. So top lane, yeah, it's kind of equal for the moment. It's now a little bit pushed into the red team side, but not enough to actually make a big difference. So the lane here is coming back, and Ashe doing a good job of getting those last hits, even with the pressure from what's his face, Kog'Maw. So they select two different targets here. Ashe was still going for the Kog'Maw, where Nocturne was already going for the Nunu, and the enemy jungler coming in now, and he is going to attempt to snipe the Nocturne, but yeah, that's never going to happen, especially because there's a ward out that spots him right away. So yeah, Nocturne over here trying to gank mid lane this time, but he is still level 4, so he doesn't have the ability to jump on top of someone, and that is of course his strength. Normally we see, yeah, that didn't work out at all. I don't know what he did exactly, but I think he just ran in and just wanted to show himself. Oh, he actually flashed for that. Wow. So yes, he actually flashed for that, and it resulted in nothing. So no more flash for Nocturne for a while. So Ashe, let's see her last hits here. She is currently at 36, where Kog'Maw is at 34, so that's equal, obviously. And then our Darius is at 30 versus 23, so he is winning the early game at least. Yeah, Warwick, as I said, should out-sustain him at some point, but if he can burst down the Warwick, then yeah, obviously he's going to win the lane, and it all depends once again on the ganks. It's not entirely dependent on that, but if he can get some ganks off, or if he can get some ganks, then Warwick can easily win this. On the other hand, if Darius gets some ganks, successful ones of course, then yeah, he can easily win this, because the top lane is all about small advantages. Once you get that small advantage, like Darius has now, then you can get a whole lot of things done. Oh, is he going to finish it off? Yes, I think so. Yeah, there we go. Warwick attempting to get that kill, and almost a kill here in the bottom lane. Let's see, because all of a sudden there is crap everywhere. Did he flash? Hang on, we want to rewatch that. So yeah, the ultimate going down, and not a whole lot of damage done. It's the retaliatory barrel coming in, and yeah, she is going to flash for that and just nuke him down with all of her remaining skills. It is going to be close for her. No, wow, staying alive at 15 HP. That is quite good. So yeah, Soraka still in here for some reason. Don't know why she's still in here. It is of course very risky to be here, but she did get another heal off on Ashe. She doesn't really have to be too scared. They have good vision over here, so they can see someone coming in. And yeah, so it's still alright for her to be here. It's just, yeah, didn't expect her to want to stay in here. So a ward going down. Oh, that's not their vision. Oh, sorry about that. That is not their vision, so it was really risky. But yeah, she did have a heal now, and she should have her ultimate pretty soon. So our Nocturne coming in, and he is going to attempt to get this done. Oh, this is not good. What was he doing there? Hang on. He was trying to steal the red buff, I think. So he runs into the jungle through clear vision. Obviously the opponents will have vision of that, and he is going to attempt to steal the red or something. And obviously we have some gold stuck to our screen here. Yeah, obviously this wasn't going to work at all. So at least it's an unassisted kill, so he did a good job of just suiciding there. Because, well, by suiciding you only give gold to one person, you don't give away the assist gold, and that is of course the best you can make out of this situation. So well done. Even though it's of course not very good to get caught right there, because yeah, it was kind of obvious that this part somewhere would be awarded, and if you run through all of this, then there would be a ward somewhere. Just like there normally is a ward over here. Same goes for the other side. Normally, well, maybe not with Katarina, but normally there would be a ward over here somewhere, just to see the Nocturne incoming. And yeah, warding against Nocturne, it can be done, it's just really tricky. You need to make sure that you ward well in advance of where a normal jungler would be seen. And a Mumu coming in, but not going to be able to do anything. So far no real successful ganks in this top lane. And oh, he is going on that. Yeah, that's never going to work. That's a waste of an ultimate. And yeah, what was he trying to do there? I don't know, because he's out of mana, so he can't really follow up with anything. And he's never going to kill this Amumu. Amumu is much too tanky for that. Right off the bat. How ultimate going down in mid, and also the bottom lane is kind of, yeah, no, they're just walking around. It seemed like they were a little bit more or pressuring a little bit more on top of each other, because, well, if you see a lot of movement, normally that means that someone is going to attack. And yeah, mid lane we do have the junglers coming in from both sides. And Amumu, is he going to land this kill? No, 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 not going to manage. Oh, they do kill each other. Nicely done, at least he gets a kill out of that, but he could of course have backed off there and hoped for the best. But a 1-for-1 trade is better for the Gragas at this moment, because Gragas was 0-3 when well, he got killed for the third time, and that doesn't give 300 gold, whereas Katarina was on a killing spree, so that gives more than 300 gold. All in all, a good deal for them. And although it's not like a huge amount of experience and gold that you win there, especially gold of course, but yeah, it is a difference, so I guess you should take it. But it was a risky difference. Because yeah, Katarina could have picked him off before she was in any danger herself. So Nocturne coming in here, and he is going to run through a ward, even though he has his ultimate up. And the enemies are going to see that. Oh, he's going to recall in the bush. Okay. So they suspect him to still be there, but they don't actually know whether he is still there. Oh, he's coming in now, but nobody's low. Oh, there goes the Ashe arrow, but Katarina coming in exactly at that time, and yeah, the damage is going down on both sides, and Ashe going to grab one kill, maybe two. Yes, getting the second one. And is she going to survive? No, 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 no. She is not going to survive. So it's a 2-4-2 trade. And Gragas might have... No, he didn't land that. He might have had the opportunity to make it 3 versus 2. But the 2-for-2 trade is good enough. It... yeah, there were 2 kills for Ashe, so that's very significant. Oh no, hang on. It was 1 kill for Ashe. Who got the second kill then? Hang on. Let me rewind that, because I hate it when that happens. Oh, that actually went to Nocturne there. So Nocturne getting a kill and Ashe getting a kill. Yeah, then it's not very significant because, yeah, Nocturne. Okay, that's okay. He gets a kill. Not, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But if Ashe had gotten that kill, you would have a more fat champion. A fat carry is always better than 2 semi-fat carries. And once again missing the ultimate, but the ignite is going to finish it off. Warwick trying to come in to do some extra damage to heal up, but doesn't manage to do that at all. Darius is going to push the lane now, making sure that all of these minions go suicide themselves into the turret. The turret taking a lot of damage, and that means that, well, you get an advantage right there. You can kill the turret a lot easier after this. And of course, with all of the minions just suiciding into the turret, you deny a lot of experience and gold to your enemy. And that's exactly what you want out of that, because that's why you kill them. You kill them to get ahead. So bottom lane once again pushing up a little bit. It's kind of going backwards and forwards all the time, depending on yeah, who's doing well and who's not doing so well. She's getting some really nice last hits there with her volley. And Ashe currently at 93 versus the 88 from Kog'Maw, so she is little bit ahead, which is excellent. The Nocturne currently at 67. That's a lot of farm for Nocturne. Normally he ganks a lot more. Normally he gets some gold items as well, just to make sure that he can keep up with the gold. But in this case it's not a problem. 74 minions for Amumu. So but Amumu, yeah, he kind of doesn't have that ganking mentality. He kind of stays in the jungle a little bit more. Doesn't farm as much as yeah, as some others do, because he doesn't really have that ability to clean out jungle camps instantly. And that's what we see on other junglers. And those are the junglers that get high amounts of minions. So we see Darius coming in here to this middle lane. I don't know if he seemed to be spotted. Well, it seems like that, but it's not true. There is no ward out. It's just lucky on Katarina's part that she decided to back off to that side of the lane and recall. I guess she did see that Darius wasn't in the top lane. But yeah, you can't see him anyway, if he's hiding behind the vision there. Wow, missing a lot of minions there. The Darius. That was really... He missed like 6 minions there. Unless they... No, hang on. Did they die to his damage over time? I don't know where we are now, but... Oh, here, this wave. We should see all of the minion gold pop up. No. I don't think... No, he didn't get those. He missed a lot of minions there. Just because he was auto-attacking them, well, and using his skills on them. And then they just were killed by the enemy minions. That's kind of unfortunate. So Gragas coming in here for a gank. Going to get a good ultimate off and going to get an easy kill actually on this Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw blowing up on Ashe. Ashe who ran away from the healer instead of running towards the healer. And could have died there because of that. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. She's still alive, so doesn't matter. So yeah, currently we are in kind of well, a situation where everyone is just happy with the situation we're at. Wow, how did that happen? How did he lose that fight? First of all, Amumu missed that, but then yeah, he just doesn't back out. He apparently thinks that Amumu does no damage or something like that, because he just stayed in. And this is just the regular damage Amumu does. It's not like he has AP items all of a sudden or something like that. So like you didn't see that. But Amumu getting a free kill. Yeah. Obviously Nocturne is a very weak champion HP wise. And Amumu is a very strong champion HP wise. And yeah, therefore, and because of the damage of course, it's oh, is he going to grab this? No, he's not going to grab that. Oh, oh, that's so painful. Very well played by Katarina there. And yeah, he has to back out. Amumu doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but you definitely don't want to keep tanking that. Oh man, that was so well played by Katarina. She got out at no HP at all and still survived. So blue buff is up. And we are currently at 1k gold ahead as the red team. Kills are equal, so that must be the minions then, because I don't think they did a dragon already, or I missed it, but or I forgot. That could very well be. And guys, just because I don't mention something doesn't mean I didn't see it. Nocturne going on to Katarina here. Nocturne, oh, sorry, Gragas ultimate missing, but they're still going to pick up this kill. Oh, missing body slam, come on! Yes, that was, I think, a delayed reaction from the replay system, because I'm pretty sure the range on the barrels isn't that big. But yeah, he would have triggered that when it stopped, and yeah, pretty sure that was a legit kill. So, did he just pull the blue buff over the wall? Wow, that is so... yeah, wow. Anyway, bottom lane is kind of filled with champions here for the blue team. 3 champions here. Top lane has 1. And the red team is around Dragon currently. 3 champions around Dragon. And one of them is dead. Soraka just died. And unfortunately they are not going to pick up a kill for that. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, Darius running back into top lane. He is going to get a whole lot of minions there just for free, because there's no one that's going to come for him. And yes, they do pick up a dragon now. And there is no ward out for anyone. Well, the red ward just timed out. I think that was a red ward at least. And yes, there we go. Get the Katarina. Nicely done. That was nicely done. Yeah, I have to say that. So yeah, fighting all over the place, and this... oh, the Soraka almost dying again. But yeah, she managed to flash out of it. And in the meantime, these two champions killing a turret. So Mumu running around with an oracles now, and that is of course going to give them a lot of, well, no, deny a lot of map control to the enemies. It's not going to give them map control, of course. It's going to deny the vision on the enemy team, meaning they no longer control certain regions, and that of course really sucks when that happens. But he can't find any wards because there are no wards. Red team not really keeping up with the wards, and bye bye Soraka once again. So yeah, Warwick is already on the next kill. He is going for the Darius, and Katarina just picking up that kill as well. So yeah, don't know what this guy was coming to do. So Gragas running in there, trying to get something done, but I'm not actually sure what. He did put a ward up. Don't know if that actually spots. No, it spots nothing. Thought it might be set up to protect blue, but blue isn't even up. But it might come up soon. And the blue team has two wards, one over there, one over here. Yeah, the blue team, because they now, well, they dominated that last team fight a little, so they got a free turret out of that. Katarina getting some minions, Nocturne getting some jungle, kind of the standard procedure here. And Darius once again in his top lane, going to get a few minions, and he is currently at 136 against Warwick's 99, so he's 40 minions ahead. That's almost 3 kills, and since he is at 2 kills and Warwick is at 0, that means he's about 1500 gold ahead, and that is a lot. Yeah, I could also do it like this, of course, and then we will see. 47 versus 61, and of course that that includes all of the turret kills and such, which I didn't take into account. But since they just killed the second turret, the turret kills were 1 and 1, so they should be equal. And yeah, that put my estimate kind of, yeah, in a very nice region of where it should be. So yeah, they get caught here by 4 enemies. That is quite unfortunate. Of course, they overextended quite a lot with no vision at all. They have no wards out on this entire region, and they still push that lane with nothing available on the map. Oh, that was close. Yeah, the minions too powerful, and I don't know if Soraka, no, she used her ultimate there, and she probably used her heal. I'm assuming as much. So our team, yeah, the Gragas is doing decently. He has the highest minions on the team and the highest minions in the game even, which is excellent. 4 kills. Yeah, that's not the highest on or in the game. The Katarina doing pretty well with 7 kills and 115 minions. Of course, the 7 kills is more impressive than the 115 minions, but Katarina can't really farm against a ranged champion. And although Gragas technically is a melee champion, it is yeah, it's obvious that his barrel that he can throw out every few seconds is a pretty strong ranged skill, so he can throw that out every 5 seconds. And wow, Mumu coming in, sniping the ward. And yeah, they're kind of fighting over the control of this dragon area, but with the warding going on for the blue team, I must say they have a much better setup here. And oh, Mumu spotted that, but they're not going to be there in time. And nicely done. He gets out of the situation and gets a kill for it. Nicely done, I have to say. So the enemies did see that they were doing a blue buff because of the Nocturne. Yeah, I don't know if this ward was out, but the Nocturne Q went through the wall and they could see that happening. So I don't know if that ward was already there, and unfortunately clicking on wards does not give me the timer on how long they still have to live. Which is unfortunate to say the least. So Dragon is up, but there are a lot of wards out for the blue team. And of course the blue team, the red team doesn't have an oracles, so they need to be careful here. They know that the enemy team can well, has wards out as well, so Gragas is going to defend this as much as he can. They grab the dragon, and yeah, they grab the dragon for that Gragas kill, which is a good trade. Yeah, then Nocturne comes in and kind of messes up. Oh, misses the misses the flash, and that gives them 3 kills for this Baron. And yeah, that is definitely not worth it. The Gragas on its own would have been worth it. And now it's 4 kills for that dragon. Oh, that is so painful, because now they're going to be able to push 2 turrets on this mid lane. This turret is already almost down. They're going to kill at least 2, maybe 3, depending on the timers. Now the timers are pretty short, so I'm thinking 2 here, because the Darius will take a while to get back up. And this was an instant kill. They should... is Kog'Maw here? No, Kog'Maw backs off. Everyone backs off. They could have definitely done that second turret, or at least took it to half health with the Kog'Maw and his W. I think that's his W. Let's have a look. The 4th champion, and that is his W indeed. So when he gets the range, it's really hard for the enemy team to go up against that, or to defend against that. And yeah, they could have gotten 2 turrets out of that pretty easily. But yeah, they decide to only get 1. So that's good for our team and bad for the blue team. So currently we are exactly equal in gold. There's about 150 gold between the 2 teams. Well, 200 gold, I guess. But yeah, that's that is of course not surprising. Both teams have their strengths in this game, and the red team has some a little less kills, but they did pick up a dragon extra. So as I said, it was a dragon for 4 kills, which is a little bit ahead for the enemies, but still, dragon makes up for a lot of that. Didn't she see that ward? She ran straight over the ward, and she didn't see it. And she didn't see that either. Okay, she does see that. She ran straight over that ward and didn't see it. Anyhow, she needs to stay away from the enemies, obviously, because if you lose an oracles, that is very painful. It's very costly, and I think they know, or I think they spotted her. No, now they did. And bye bye. I think she disconnected. I'm pretty sure she disconnected, because there's nobody going to stand over there. What was Ashe doing there? Hang on. So Ashe comes in from here. She notices the enemy team and runs straight into them. Oh, she wanted to volley. Yeah. I thought that only happened in like 800 ELO, where an Ashe runs into the enemy, a full enemy team, on her own with no protection, and just hits 1 volley and then gets killed. I thought that really only happened in the 800 ELOs, but I might be wrong. So they're going to attempt to steal Baron, but it's going to be a super random guess of when it is up. And oh yeah, that was unfortunate. He was a little bit too late. He wanted to spot whether it was up, and yeah, well, That's what you get for trying to steal it. And yeah, they didn't have a ward on their team, or not on the champions. They were there anyway. No, nobody has a ward. The Wriggles ward already used. Yeah, the Soraka had a ward, but she wasn't there. She is indeed disconnected, and that explains why she was standing there. But yeah, we could have seen that. The enemy team probably couldn't see that, because obviously the enemy team couldn't see that she was already standing there for like 30 seconds. And they are going to destroy this turret. And yeah, nothing that the red team can do about this. The red team will have to retreat and fight in their base. This is not a free turret, by the way. The blue team can just push that and get that for free. So lots of minions. Let's have a look, because you probably already did that, but let's have a look at the items here. So Amumu is building quite tanky, has a little bit of AP. Warwick kind of the standard build for Warwick. Nunu kind of the standard build for Nunu. The Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer combo here does have a Quicksilver Sash to make sure he can get out of what? The Ashe arrow? Yeah, I guess so. Or the Fear from Nocturne. Both of which are good targets. You can't use it against the Gragas ultimate, of course. But that seems kind of logical. Then Katarina building Ryla's Crystal Scepter here, which is a surprising item. It's not a bad item, it's just that normally we don't see that. And wow, huge amount of damage by the blue team, and the red team kind of doing damage all over the place. They have a lot of AoE. I mean, the Gragas ultimate, the Ashe volley, that's all AoE, and that's why everyone is about half health here, and nobody actually died. Yeah, the Katarina also with her Hextech Gunblade, which is kind of the standard item to get on her. So that is of course normally her first item, and she can do a whole lot of good with that. Yeah, she did reconnect the Soraka. So they do get an inhibitor out of these 3 kills, and yeah, they're going to retreat after that inhibitor. They should of course get this and the dragon in no particular order, but I think Nunu on his own or Warwick on his own could have taken out this dragon no problem, because there's no way the red team is going to be there. So why go there with the whole team? Anyway, Nocturne is going to check out the jungle and get some extra gold, because that's what you need to do. If you're behind, you need to try to farm. At this point, all they can do is try to farm, and if they manage to do so, then yeah, they can still win. If they don't manage to farm, so if they stay in their base and do nothing, they will lose. They will lose anyway. They are 7k gold behind, which is of course plenty of gold to lose. Well, I mean, it's a good enough advantage for the enemies that they can win off of that. And yeah, they did get a Baron and a Dragon in the last few minutes. Baron just timed out, by the way. And yeah, the amount of turrets is also 6 turrets versus 2. So yeah, they're kind of lost in that regard. An ultimate from Nocturne, but doesn't find anyone to jump onto. Then has to use his flash to get out of there. That was a really bad play. And at least they all get killed here, so it's not just his fault. And the only one that is still alive is our Gragas, because he was smart enough not to stand in front of the enemy team. And I think this is it. This should be the end of the match, because Gragas on his own is not going to defend this. Maybe he can get a kill out of this, but I don't even think he can do that. No, he's not going to manage. So this is the end of that, and yeah, I think they played it pretty well. Oh, he does get a kill out of that. Never mind. So yeah, the Riot employees did pretty well, pretty good work. They played pretty well. 167 minions. That's a little bit too much for my taste, but yeah, in the end game he picked up a lot of minions, so I guess that's due to that. Yeah, the main problem was the Soraka suiciding in all the time and then disconnecting, in my opinion. And the 209 minions, yeah, that's pretty good. A little bit behind on Korkma, about 30 minions, and that is 2 kills. Just so we're clear on that, so that's about 600 gold. And yeah, for the rest, yeah, the Gragas, of course, the highest amount of gold on this team, and this team just overall more gold because of all of the dragons and Baron. I think they only got 1. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.